I can't wait to see Miko's happy face. When I tell her I got a reservation at the Hotel Kanon, there's no doubt she's gonna be so excited. I was in a relationship with a beautiful woman that anyone would be jealous of, and my life was full of roses. I finally got lucky, and I was able to secure a room at the luxury hotel that she's been wanting to go to forever. And so I got home to tell her the good news, but...
Thank you so much. I'm so happy.
I'm so glad. It makes me happy to see you happy.
Well, about that hotel then, I'll go there with my boyfriend.
Yes, now we need to start planning the vacation. Wait, what did you just say?
I've been wanting to stay there for a long time, so I really can't wait. Thank you so much, Koki.
Sorry, would you mind rewinding a little bit? Excuse me, but what Zaki is going on here? In the end, it looks like I'm going to be staying there alone. How sad. My name is Koki Isamura. I'm 25 years old and in my third year of being a full-time salaryman. I had a girlfriend until about a month ago, and I found out she was two-timing me, and on top of that, left me for the other guy. My life went from being covered in roses to being smeared in the darkest mud. I'm currently in the middle of heading towards the luxury hotel that my ex-girlfriend wanted to go to, alone. Life seriously is crap, isn't it? I was muttering my miseries under my breath as I arrived at the hotel, when I came across two beautiful girls looking down in front of the hotel.
I'm so sorry, Momiji. It's all my fault. It's fine. There's nothing we can do about it now, sister.
Did she say sister? Which means they must be related. What was going on? Excuse me, but you're both looking very, concerned. Are you okay?
I thought I had made a reservation to stay here tonight, but I had made a mistake and the reservation was actually for this day next year. To make matters worse, the hotel is fully booked tonight, so we can't even stay here for the night.
Well then, would you like to take my room for tonight and stay there?
What? But then, what about you? What do you mean out of resentment? Now I'm even more worried.
Well, you see, a lot happened and,
if you wouldn't mind, would you mind telling us the whole story? It seems like there's a lot to it. Yes, if there's something you need to get off your chest, then you can talk to us about it.
This isn't good. I haven't had someone be this nice to me in a long time. I think I might cry. Even though I just met these two sisters, I headed towards the hotel lounge with them and we sat down to talk.
My name is Kaede Shijun. It's a pleasure to meet you. And this is my younger sister, Momiji Shijun.
Thank you for the kind introduction. My name is Koki Isamura. It's nice to meet you both. They are sisters after all. Even so, the name Shijian rings a bell. It sounds like a very wealthy family name.
So what happened to you, Mr. Isamura, if you don't mind telling us about it?
Yes, about that. It all began about 6 months ago.
There's actually this hotel I've been wanting to stay at forever, but it's impossible to get a reservation.
Oh really? Is that popular? What's it called?
It's called Hotel Kanon, but they're already fully reserved for the next 6 months.
The next 6 months? 6 months from now? Lines up perfectly with Miko's birthday. It's been 1 year since I started dating Miko Awabi, who I met through a mutual friend. Until I met her, I'd never had a girlfriend in my life, and I wanted to do everything possible to make her happy. We're both really busy with work, and we don't get to see each other very often, so I wanted to at least make sure that we spend a birthday together. Well then, I'll try to get a reservation now for your birthday coming up.
Really? This is why I love you, Koki.
I just wanted to make Miko happy. So I went straight to the booking site. What? 1 night, 2 people, $1,400. I see, it's because it fails on the same night that Yuki Kanon is doing a dinner show. That's crazy expensive, but I want to make Miko smile. And this is what she wanted. If they're opening up reservations starting tomorrow, maybe I can get one. And so I prepared the next day with both my laptop and my cell phone ready to go when they release the reservations. I somehow managed to secure a room for the night of Nico's birthday. When I completed the payment on my credit card, I felt a huge weight lifted off my shoulders. Now, all I had to do is wait. And give her the good news about a month before her birthday, and then plan the rest of our trip. It was still too soon to propose to her, but I was overwhelmed with excitement about her birthday and our future, as the time came for me to reveal the surprise to her. However...
I'm sorry, Koki. I didn't tell you this, but I actually have a new boyfriend.
Yeah, you definitely didn't tell me that. What do you mean? Are we in a relationship?
Yeah, we are, but see, I have another boyfriend.
Okay, can you start with apologizing for cheating first? I didn't want to believe my ears, but Miko had been two-timing me and had another boyfriend.
You know that I love you, right, Koki? It's just that I love my other boyfriend too.
Okay, but why are you choosing him over me? What's the reason?
He has a lot of qualities that you don't have, Koki. Like his looks, and the family he comes from, and a luxury car.
I shouldn't have bothered asking. Then I guess we should break up.
Wait a minute, Koki.
What else could you possibly want?
You were able to get a reservation for the hotel on my birthday, right?
Oh yeah, even though that's all gone to waste now, I'll go ahead and cancel it.
Yeah, about that. There's no need to cancel it. I'm going to stay there with Mr. Kaneda, so would you mind just transferring the reservation to me?
Who's Mr. Kaneda? What do you mean?
He's my new boyfriend. I know we're breaking up, but I'll still use the hotel room and stay there with him. So I want you to transfer the reservation to me.
I see. That's what you were beginning to say. But I refuse.
Why not?
For one reason, and one very simple reason, because you pissed me off!
What a selfish guy! If you're going to break up with me, you don't need the reservation anymore.
I don't want to hear from a two-timing cheater!
Wasn't two-timing you. I can't help it. I fell in love with both of you.
Oh, this is useless. And this is why, on top of the two-timing, Miko had taken this irritating attitude. And I decided to stay at the hotel alone out of resentment. I'd worked so hard to take care of her and be liked by her. Even if she did call me selfish, I couldn't let her have the hotel room after all of that. So yeah, that's the situation, and
Wow, that's terrible. I'm sorry that happened. So you were caught up by a no-good girl.
yeah, but the more I think about it, the more I've started to realize that part of it was my responsibility too.
No, you can't blame yourself. It was clearly this careless girl that was the problem. I don't think that you were the one that was selfish in this situation. You said you were doing this out of resentment, but maybe this was the only way you thought you could get over the pain.
Yes, well, that may be the case, but now that I'm actually here, I only feel worse about myself. And that's why if there is anyone here that would enjoy their room much more than I would, I would be happy to give them the reservation. That way, their room would be put to good use, and I think I would actually feel better. So if it's not too much of a bother to you, would you please stay here instead of me?
What do you want to do, Kaede? Are you sure it's okay?
Yes, you even took the time to listen to my story. And I feel a lot better just from that alone. So please, I insist. After that, we went to the front desk together and explained the situation. I had them transfer over the reservation to the two sisters. The Shijawan sisters were also able to successfully stay at the hotel for the night. And I was relieved from the bottom of my heart. I was betrayed in the worst way. And over the last month, at any moment, I could feel the anger boiling inside of me. But thanks to these two beautiful sisters, I felt healed by their gratitude and their happy smiles. That night, I returned by myself to my own apartment. Oh, I'm so glad that Miss Cade and Miss Momji were happy. It made me feel a lot better. I feel like I remember somebody saying that the #1 revenge was to become happy yourself. I see. So this was my revenge. I was able to make them happy, which in turn made me happy. I lost sight of something so simple. I realized that nothing good was going to come from dragging along my past, so I decided right then and there that I wouldn't think about Miko anymore. I'm going to get a new girlfriend. This time, someone better who will treat me right. But I guess for now I should focus on working hard and saving some money. Because if I don't get my act together, I probably won't be able to get a girlfriend who has her act together either. About a week later, I got a phone call from someone unexpected. Yes, hello? What? Shijawan? Is this Miss Cade? I was surprised to hear Miss Cade Shijawan on the other side of the phone. She was the elder of the two sisters whom I'd given my hotel room to last week. She had gotten my phone number from the email confirming the change in the hotel reservation. And she had gone out of her way to call me to thank me once again.
Thank you again for your kindness the other day. Tell you the truth, my sister and I are both huge fans of Yuki Kanon, and we were so excited that we could also see the dinner show.
Well, I'm very glad to hear that. If you two enjoyed it, then that's enough to make me happy.
Yes, and, well, let me give the phone to Kaede. We wanted to somehow thank you, Mr. Isomura, so if you wouldn't mind, would you like to join us for dinner sometime?
Oh, no, that's really not necessary.
Please, we insist. My sister and I both wanted to thank you in person.
Okay, sure, in that case. And so, I have plans to see both Miss Cade and Miss Momji again. Until the day of our plans arrived. I headed towards the restaurant where they had made a reservation for the three of us.
Oh, Mr. Isomura. Thank you so much for coming all this way for us.
No, I should be the one thanking you for the invitation. The restaurant that they reserved was a famous 3 Michelin star restaurant that was often on TV and magazines. I looked up the restaurant beforehand, so I knew what I was getting myself into. But was it really okay that they were inviting me to such an expensive place? I mean, I've always wanted to dine in one of these places, at least once in my life. But looking at these prices on the menu? They already paid me back in cash for the hotel room since I'd already put it on my credit card, but for me, this seems like too much.
Mr. Isumura, is everything okay?
I'm a little embarrassed to say this, but I don't have much experience dining in such high-end restaurants like this.
There's no need to be so nervous. This restaurant is owned by our dad. Please think of it as our home and make yourself comfortable.
As if I could. Which means I was right. These two come from a wealthy family. On top of that, the father is the owner of a high-end restaurant like this. Why am I getting even more nervous now? They're both beautiful too. And they're from a wealthy family. There's no reason why they should be talking to a regular little peasant like me. I knew I should have said no.
Huh? Koki?
Miko!
What is a poor person like you doing in a place like this? Even though you never took me anywhere like this on our dates.
Is this real? This is the worst case scenario. Why on earth do I have to run into my ex-girlfriend here now?
Because you wouldn't hand over the hotel reservation the other day, I had to stay in some pathetic, dingy hot springs hotel.
I'm the one that reserved and paid for that pathetic, dingy hotel. Miko was with this Mr. Kander, her now boyfriend. I was so shocked to not only see her, but for her to throw these complaints at me. And I didn't know how to respond.
Mr. Isumura, who is this?
This is my ex-girlfriend that I was telling you about the other day, Miko Iwabi. And it seems that that's her new boyfriend.
I see. So that's the girl, huh?
I felt a chill down my spine as the two of them shifted their ice-cold gaze over to Miko. I got the feeling that things were about to get ugly. Miss Cade, Miss Momji, I'm very sorry. Because of me, things have gotten very awkward.
Please, don't apologize. The only person who made this awkward was your ex-girlfriend. It's exactly what my sister said. You haven't done anything wrong, Mr. Isumura. I wonder what kind of person you must be to make fun of someone by calling them poor. And to call a place a pathetic, dingy hot springs hotel, that also speaks volumes to the kind of person that you are. Who the hell are these two girls? Do you know them, Koki?
Oh,
Oh, the two of us were saved by Mr. Isumura when we were in a difficult situation. Nice to meet you. He is our savior, and we would appreciate it if you would stop speaking so poorly of him.
Miss Cade, Miss Momji.
Interesting. Looks like you're quite the popular guy.
On top of that, they're both beautiful. They could both be models. How nice.
Excuse me, Mr. Kaneda. What was that supposed to mean? I'm way prettier than either of these two, right?
I know it's a little late to realize this, but I can't believe that this is the person that I was dating. It was a blessing in disguise to be dumped by her.
If you'll excuse us now, we don't want to cause a commotion for the other guests here. And the dinner that we've come to enjoy will be spoiled. So let's end this here. Mr. Isumura, would that be all right with you?
Yes, I mean, I don't mind.
You may as well think of this as your last meal. Enjoy it.
Miko walked away, and after that, plate after plate were met with beautiful dishes. An amuse-bouche followed by hors d'oeuvres, all the way to dessert. Each course was beautifully plated, just like I'd seen on TV. I thought that for a peasant like me, I may not be able to enjoy some of the food. But that wasn't the case at all, and I licked each plate clean. To be able to have a once-in-a-lifetime meal like this, and on top of that with two beautiful sisters while having fun conversations, it doesn't get much better than that.
Mr. Kaneda, I heard you complimenting those two girls earlier, but what was that about? Would you care to explain?
No, I mean, I was just telling the truth and that's all. It was just one-sided.
So then I'm still much prettier than both of them, right?
Yes, of course. Maybe it's just me, but that table over there seems really awkward. Oh well, whatever. It's none of my business anymore, and I shouldn't pay any mind to it. Instead, I chose to focus my attention on Miss Cade and Miss Momji, and the great conversations we're having, and the dinner flew by. Of course, the food was highly rated, but I felt like it tasted better thanks to these two. Well then, Miss Cade, Miss Momji, thank you both so much for today. I had a great time. It was really fun talking to the two of you, and of course the food was incredible.
No, please, we had a great time as well. We should be the ones thanking you. We hope to do this again sometime. Well then, Mr. Isomura, we hope to see you again soon.
What, again?
I think it must be fate that we were able to meet under these circumstances. So will you please hang out with us again?
I mean, yes, that's fine, but...
We'll be in touch again, okay?
So we made a promise to meet again, and I partied with them in front of the restaurant. Ever since then, the two of them will get in touch with me every now and then.
Mr. Isomura, let's ride that one next.
Sure. Despite saying she hasn't been to amusement parks much before, Miss Kate seems really excited about it. She's usually so polite and put together, but it's really quite cute to see her like this.
Ah, that movie was so good!
If you like, you can use this handkerchief.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Isomura.
I know she said she likes movies, but I didn't know that she was this empathetic about them. She's also younger than me, so it's easy to talk to her. I started seeing them more frequently, but there was one thing that bothered me, which was that it was almost as if they were taking turns, and I'd only see them one at a time instead of together. It almost feels like I'm going on dates with both of them. But if I say that to them, it might freak them out.
Mr. Isomura, is something wrong?
Oh, no, I mean, I was just thinking that lately I don't see you two together.
Because of our work, it's harder for us to both have the same day off. And plus, Momichi and I have a particular arrangement between us.
An agreement? What kind of agreement is that?
To see who would get to date you, and who was a better fit for you.
What? Does that mean that...
Yes, it means that both Momichi and I have fallen for you. However, between us two sisters, who you choose, or if you don't choose either of us, is up to you. That's why we made a promise to take turns going on dates with you, to make it fair.
Oh, no, I'm just a regular peasant. I'm not a match for either of you.
It's already decided that our older brother will be taking after the family business, so the two of us are free to choose our own partners.
No, even if that were the case, how could I choose between the two of you? Later on, I met with Miss Momji and spoke to her about the situation.
I know you heard about it from my sister already, but I like you too, Mr. Isomura.
I see. But you know, I thought a lot about it too. And I can't help but feel like we're not in the same league.
That doesn't matter at all. Or at least, that's how we feel. But does it bother you that much?
Yeah, I'm not confident that I could make either of you happy, you see. Momji?
Keep that a secret from my sister.
More importantly, what was that?
I wanted to show you how serious I was. Sorry. My older sister is much prettier than me, and has a better body, and is more mature. But I wanted you to know that this is how serious I am too, okay? Even if you don't choose me in the end, I promise not to dislike you because of that or anything.
Miss Momji.
Instead of thinking of it as different leagues, will you just look at us as two girls?
After that, I spent a lot of time thinking about it alone. Instead of leagues, just as girls, huh? I don't know what on earth they could possibly see in me, but I need to be able to give them an answer sometime soon. Miss Cade or Miss Momji. Or I also have the option to choose neither. I have to think a little more about it. In a few more days after that, as I was leaving my office one day, my ex-girlfriend Miko was waiting out front.
Koki, I was waiting for you. I hope you had a good day at work today.
Miko, you were waiting for me?
Yeah, I tried to call you, but I couldn't get through. And you weren't reading my text messages either, so I was a bit worried. Can we talk for a little bit?
She was already right in front of me, so I let out a big sigh and agreed to have a talk with her. And as expected, she said that she wanted to go out with me again.
It made me realize that you were the one that truly liked me after all, Koki. So after that, I ended things with Mr. Kaneda, and I thought hard about it.
I see.
This time, I'm serious about you, and you only. And I promise I'll never cheat on you again. So why don't we start over again and...
But I refuse.
But why?
You really are quite good at pissing me off, aren't you? You called me poor and trying to belittle me in front of my friends. What makes you think you have any right to come here and say that?
I knew it. You really are selfish, even though I'm apologizing to you like this. Would you mind not bothering Mr. Isomura any further? Even as a fellow girl, I can't believe you have the nerve.
Miss Cade, Miss Momji, what are you doing here?
We thought maybe the three of us could have a drink sometime, so we came to invite you. But then we saw that girl over there in the front of her office, so we got worried and followed you here. I hate to be so blunt, but your time here is already over. You two have already broken up, so please, don't ever come near Mr. Isomura again. I'm the one that Koki is in love with, and I know that he still likes me anyway.
No, definitely not.
See? Look? What? Wait, what did you just say?
Miko, out of all the options in the world, you're the one that I would never choose. I'd rather stay single forever than be with you.
What was that? You said you loved me. I know you still do.
I used to, in the past tense, and past tense only. I don't have any feelings for you anymore. Nor do I care at all.
You don't care? That's so rude!
I can't even begin to think about a future with somebody who can't think of anybody but themselves. Miko stormed out. But at least I could be sure that she would probably never contact me again. I'm so sorry that I made the two of you worry, again.
Not at all. If anything, we're also sorry for following you and getting involved. We just couldn't help ourselves.
No, you saved me. I was so thankful that you two showed up. Oh yeah, well, should we all go for a drink now to lighten the mood?
That's a great idea. Agreed.
And so the Shijiawan sisters and I went to a nearby bar. The two were shockingly big drinkers, and so we drank and drank and drank. Ugh, this headache. Wait a second, where am I? I opened my eyes and I was in a beautiful room that looked like it may have been in a luxury hotel. It looks like I drank until I blacked out. And before I knew it, I was sleeping in this room. Seriously, where am I? Wait, but more importantly, what about Miss Kate and Miss Momji?
Ah, are you awake now? You drank so much that you passed out on us yesterday.
The sisters were at the door, and when they told me what happened, just as I had expected, I drank way past my limits. The two of them had called the car to pick us up, and they carried me into this room and let me stay here until the morning. Which must mean that this is a Shijiawan house? When I went to the living room, their father was there. So you must be the gentleman that these two are always talking about, Koki Isomura, is that right? Yes, it's a pleasure to meet you. You don't need to be so nervous. Please think of this as your own home and make yourself comfortable. Impossible! Wait a second, does her dad know all about the situation? More importantly, so which one of my daughters will you be taking in the future? About that.
Dad, it seems Mr. Isomura is still thinking about it. Yeah, please don't pressure him.
If you're gonna make them both happy, then you also have the option to take both.
That's true.
What? Did you just say? For some reason, I felt another strange situation creeping up on my shoulders.